I'm going to show you a beautiful Qigong exercise. So we'll do a short routine that's going to nourish the lungs and the metal element. And this is a really beautiful one for supporting our immunity, our skin health, our Wei Qi. And our Wei Qi is essentially this kind of energetic bubble of immunity that our body produces to keep us healthy and protect us from pathogens. And this is a beautiful practice that's aligned with the element of metal and the season of autumn. So we want to start with our feet shoulders distance. Find a gentle bend in the knees, relax. Tuck the pelvis and relax. Feel length in between the spine. So crown of the head is drawing up to heaven and the feet are drawing down to earth. So we have this yin and yang aspect. Hollow out the armpits, hollow out the hands. Take a full breath in and breath out. So when we work with the element of metal, we're working with preciousness and minerals, with the preciousness that exists in this world and within us. We're also working with emotions of grief and sadness. So we all experience grief and sadness. It's part of our mortality. In the Taoist lens, the Po spirit resides in the lungs, and this helps us to live life and experience grief and sadness. It's actually how we're meant to experience life, but it can be hard. So for the practice today, since we're working with metal, I'd like you just to close your eyes if that feels safe, and bring your conscious awareness or your mind's eye to a place that is precious to you. So it can be a place in nature, it can be a physical place, it can be a home, anywhere that you feel that it's really meaningful and precious. And envisage yourself there. And we're going to invite the energy of this place to work with us today. So with a gentle smile in your face, imagine yourself being there. And we're going to get straight into the form. So we're not going to do any joint opening or warm-up activities. We're just going to, what I'd like to do is show you the form so that you can take this into your practice. And I'll make a separate video where we'll do joint opening exercises and different type of purging practices for the lungs. But this is specifically just 3 exercises that I'd like to show you that's going to help with the lungs. So the first one is from the 5-element Qigong system from one of my teachers. We bring our hands to make a diamond shape. We bend the elbows with keeping the shoulders soft, and then we push the hands forward, open the hands come back down, and the fingers come together. And we do this on a breath in, breathing in, elbows bent, breathe out, hands come forward. Breathe in and out. Just keep moving like that, breathing in, out, breathing in and out. And as you're doing this, we're wanting to expand the breath in the lungs so that we're breathing in all of the preciousness that's associated with metal. So as I said before, metal really speaks to our capacity to grieve and feel sadness. So this is a really great exercise if there is any sadness within you, any sadness lingering that you haven't been able to get rid of. This is a really great exercise where you can imagine putting that sadness outside of your body and breathing out and really just pushing it out, giving it back to earth. We don't need that. And then each time the hands come back down, it's like you're gathering surplus good chi and you're placing that inside the body. Do one more here. Good. Press the hands down. So The next one that we'll do is called pushing clouds. It's quite similar, and it is working with the metal element and the lungs. So this is looking at the large intestine and the lung meridians that run along the arms. So this one we're going to have the fingers facing each other, the palms face up. We breathe in and the arms come all the way up to the level of the heart. As we breathe out, we bend the knees and push the hands forward. We breathe in, lower the hands, and we stay for a breath out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe in to straighten. Breathe out to relax. Same as before, we're breathing in. Imagine as though you're picking up chi. Breathe out, you're pushing out any grief, any sadness outside of your body. And breathe in, the hands come down, you receive the surplus chi from the earth. And breathe out, let that sink into the body. And just keep moving like that. Now when I practice, I like to practice with my eyes closed, but it's really your own journey of how you like to experience the practice. If you feel safe and embodied to keep the eyes closed, then I invite you to try that practice. But otherwise, eyes open is another really curious way to practice. Kind of starts to change your perception of the world and the way that you flow in it. Okay. We'll do one more. Good. The last one that we'll do is I say this about all of them, but this is probably one of my favorite forms, especially for the metal. It's a beautiful one to end on. So if you need to wriggle out the knees or adjust the stance a little bit, feel free to do so. But we're going to rest our hands, take a breath in, open the arms out wide, and breath out, hands come almost together in prayer. Breathe in, the elbows rise up, and breathe out, sink it down. Breathe in, expand, smile with the heart. Breathe out, contract. Breathe in, chi rises. Breathe out, contract it back down into the body. It's currently Christmas time here, so if you can hear people having the absolute best time in their pool, just enjoy people having fun. It's the holiday season. So, other than pushing grief and sadness outside of the body, another way that we can work with the lungs is that it helps, and the metal is that metal is a mineral, right? So metal helps us to be able to see and identify the preciousness in our life. It's the part of you that when you go outside and you see a flower and you go, oh my gosh, this flower is so beautiful. It's that part of you to be able to see beauty, to be able to see preciousness. And it's also, because it's related to the large intestine, when you think of the functions of the large intestine, it is about letting go, releasing matter, the things that we don't need. So metal helps us to discern what we need, bring it in, and let go of what we don't. This yin and yang energy, this ability to receive and let go. We'll do one more, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and out. Good, and then just gather all of the surplus chi from around you, bring it in. place it into the lower dantian. And take your mind's eye back into that place of preciousness. And let yourself sit with that feeling for as long as you need. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the practice. If you have any questions, please reach out.